When opening it, a startup window opens used to fast open one of your latest Premiere Pro projects under Recent. On the left, you can start with a new project by going to New Project, or open an existing one by going to Open Project. We won't see in this beginner tutorial the team projects that are used in a team environment. To see all the fundamentals for Premiere Pro, let's start with a new project. Through the following dialog box, fix all the major settings for your project, such as its name, location, and the display format for the timeline and the audio files imported. Then just go to OK below. At this point, the Premiere Pro Workspace opens. When starting with a new project, use Ctrl and N to create a new sequence in order to open the main timeline on your workspace. Choose a Ready Sequence preset, or go to Settings to customize the format under Editing mode. The frame rate under Time Base, the audio sampling under Sample Rate, and the basic video preview resolution under Width and Height inside Video Previews. More below. Rename your sequence under Sequence Name and go to OK to apply. The first thing to do to start editing is to import all the media to be used, such as videos, images, or sound files. You can simply drag and drop them on your timeline directly from your computer folder or from the Media Browser panel on the left. All your files imported are shown as colored blocks called clips. Image and title clips are in pink color, video frames and sound in blue color, and sound-only clips in green color. All visible clips are collected inside video tracks, as the V letters suggest on the left, and all sound clips inside audio tracks under an A letter. In case you see that the visible clips imported do not match your project size, just right-click on it and go to Scale to Frame Size. You can check your timeline content carefully by using your mouse wheel to move in time. If you do so while holding Alt down, you will also zoom in and out. Also, if you click and pull up or down each row, you can regulate the size of the preview on the clips. Audio clips show their sound waveform, 2 for stereo channels, whereas picture and video clips show useful thumbnails. To check all of them in time, you can right-click on the sequence name and go to Continuous Video Thumbnails. All the clips imported and all the related sequences created are listed inside the project panel on the right. This is used to quickly open and preview each of your clips used. If you double-click on a clip, this will be shown above inside the source panel. Through its player, you can directly play back your clip by also choosing between video frames or video sound if you are checking a video. You can also regulate the preview quality by clicking on the button on the right, or save any snapshot with Export Frame on the frame shown at the moment. There is another player on your workspace, which is the Program panel. With respect to the source one, this is related to your whole project content instead of a single clip selected. In particular, this shows your video project content that is right under the blue playhead placed on the timeline. In this way, you can play back your whole project by using the player above, or check it frame by frame by clicking and dragging the blue playhead. Let's now see how to edit your project. We will use the basic selection tool for the following tips. Select a clip by clicking on it. This will be colored in gray. Then you can move the clip in time by clicking and dragging it on the same track or in another track. If you move videos that have sound, you will move both frames and sound together. If you want to make these independent, just right-click on the video clip and go to Unlink. To stretch or shorten a clip in duration, approach its edges until your pointer changes. Then, just click and drag from it. You can stretch titles and pictures without problems, but for clips that have a fixed duration such as videos and sound files, you can't stretch over how much they last. To cut, copy, or paste a selected clip, just use Ctrl and X, Ctrl and C, or Ctrl and V. You can delete a selected clip fast by cutting it. Whereas when you paste a clip, this will be placed where the blue playhead is, so make sure not to have it on another clip or you will find it cut after the paste action. You can also regulate the playback speed of each clip. If you enable the Rate Stretch tool and stretch or shorten the clips from their edges, you will be able to regulate the clip's duration by changing the playback speed instead of cutting their content. For example, if the percentage is over 100%, it means a higher playback speed with respect to the original one, and so the clip duration will also be shorter. To split a clip in multiple pieces, enable the Razor tool and click on the clip. In case you make mistakes with any action, use Ctrl and Z to undo your latest one. If this is not enough, you can also use the History panel that lists all your past actions done and eventually undo or redo some. You can also select multiple clips in order to move them all together. With the Selection tool enabled, click and drag on the timeline to create a selection area that selects all the clips within it. Then just move. Click elsewhere to deselect all. The tracks inside your timeline are very important since they help you at managing complex projects. Let's see the basic features for them. You can add or delete tracks by right-clicking on a vacant space. Inside the video tracks, you have the lock and the output feature. The lock allows you to lock a track in order to block any possible modification of its content. So you won't be able to move, stretch, or correct its clips until you unlock the track. The track output feature under an eye icon allows you to disable or enable a track content. A track disabled hides all its content out from the main preview so that nothing will be visible. Inside audio tracks, you still have the lock button, but also the mute button to disable the whole audio track content, and the solo button used to play the interested audio track only. Also, you can check the whole project volume through the decibel meter on the right. Just make sure this never gets in the red color. Otherwise, you can regulate the overall volume through the decibel value at the bottom. Also, the track order is important. If two visible clips do overlap, the preview always shows first the clip on the highest track in position above the clip inside a track lower in position.